this is a place that, all walks of life, all different types of people are there. And instead of waiting for them to come to us, waiting for them to click on our website, waiting for them to read our blog, we're really going right to them and saying, hey, look, we're doing some great stuff. You already like comics, now like physics comics.
Free science comics, real physics and comic books.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey, do you want a little light?
Public outreach traditionally has been a lot of, demo shows and things like that, and a lot of asking people to kind of come explore the world of physics, either through science museums or, class field trips, things like that. The idea with Spectra and with going to Comic-Con is, instead of doing it that way, we're really going out to the general public and taking something they already like and putting physics in something they're already doing.
Free science comics?
Yes, thank you.
So Spectra is APS's laser superhero. She is a superhero where all of her powers are things that lasers actually do. And the idea is to teach without teaching. So once kids read comic books about Spectra and her friends and her life, by the end they've learned a little bit of laser science. And what's really neat about having laser powers is that in physics, lasers are used in so many other branches of physics that it's possible to take her superpowers and have her fight villains such as general relativity and the quantum mechanic, and learn a little bit about quantum mechanics and force and motion as well.
Excellent! My friend is just starting off as a middle school teacher. She will enjoy and appreciate it. You want some more?
Teaching through comics has really become a big thing, and graphic novels, using graphic novels in the classroom is a big deal. Getting kids that don't normally read to read, via comics. People have found that that's a great way to get kids that weren't really engaged before engaged. So it's great to be able to do that and also have science in it.
When I found out about these, I immediately thought of some of the kids that were in my classroom that were like high-level thinking but low-level readers. So I was in big trouble with those kids. So these things bridge that gap. And they also bridge the gap for my kids that are weak in informational reading, which is such a demand now. So I have very little resources for really top-notch informational reading that they're going to be interested in, and this is the perfect thing. So I'm so grateful that you're here. Last time I actually bought 40 issues and took them home with me.
We talked to probably a little over 8,000 people, which is huge. It's bigger than any convention we go to. And these are people from all over the map, from artists to educators to scientists to sci-fi fans to writers. So it's completely crazy sensory overload, but really if we're trying to reach out to the general public, this is the general public, probably as general as you can get.
You read the Spectra comics?
A lot.
A lot?
Over and over again.
Really? Tell me about it. How many times have you read them?
More than 20.
Wow.
Each one.
Wow. So why do you like Spectra?
Well, I love superheroes and I love science, and Spectra is both of them together.
Cool. So how did you first find out about Spectra?
At Comic-Con.
The way we do it is why we're effective. Everybody that comes back, all the press we've gotten, all the success we've had is because we really are being extremely active in engaging people. Each person works about 6 hours a day, and it is just constant motion, but it's absolutely worth it, because so many of the people that we've met, so many of the people that have read our comics and come back, we've met because we've just randomly been in the aisle saying, take some comic books.
Well, this is our third year at Comic-Con, and this is the third time we've come back. Every time we come back, one, because you have the coolest little lights ever, but also because I'm kind of a science nerd and a lot of science fiction's going on around, but this is the only science-based comic that I found. And you guys we were walking by 2 years ago and you want to read something about science? And I went, yes! And we've come back every year,
So we've got two people just trying to hand out comics to anybody that walks by and say, hey, do you want some science comics? This is, real science and comic books, Nikola Tesla versus the evil Edison, and trying to give those out to the people that walk by, not necessarily waiting for them to, come up and say, hey, what are you guys doing?
Science fans, physics fans, free science comics. Here you go, help yourself. Enjoy those, thank you very much. Free science comics, real physics and comic books. Excellent.
These two people are standing up for their whole shift and kind of soliciting people, and then there's always one person in the back that's kind of sorting comics into stacks so we can quickly hand them out. We have our collected edition of 1 through 4, issue 5, issue 6, and then our Tesla comics. So we give out 8,000 of each of those, which is, at this point, with all 6 editions of Spectra, that's about 2 tons of comics. You know, we're becoming an actual, instead of this little physics society that's trying to do something no one else has done, we're really becoming much more part of the community after 5 years there. You know, we warrant people wanting our autograph. We warrant people coming back. We warrant being on their lists. We're not just some little strange anomaly over in the corner, and that's pretty amazing. We get a lot of recognition from other societies as really being one of the forerunners in public outreach. We're doing things that no other society is doing. We're also getting our name out there to our members as a society that really is committed to doing public outreach. You know, the members are very excited that APS is committed to doing that, and committed to doing that in new and very effective ways.